All right, weather-wise out there, Tiffany talking about heading out to the lakes. Definitely keep that in mind. We'll have that threat for some storms, so stay weather aware out there. And if you're traveling, maybe heading out to DFW Airport. Things are going to be quiet there now. No weather-related delays. We'll see what happens, though, this afternoon as those storms are expected to fire up. They will be isolated in nature, but we'll see how that impacts the areas out at the airports, Love Field and DFW as those storms do get going. But 83 degrees, that heat index, it's going to come into play as we've been talking about today. And those winds a little gusty, 26 miles per hour out right now out at the airport. Now, we don't have anything happening storm-wise. Had some overnight activity that's moved on out. Things have settled down now, but we will see those thunderstorms firing up initially out to our west, maybe right along I-35, just west of Fort Worth and Dallas, but somewhere in the I-35 corridor, we do expect those storms to get going a little bit later today. If you're traveling anywhere up and down I-35, we'll have that risk for some storms a little bit later today, heading down toward Austin, San Antonio, on into portions of the Midwest here for today, too. So we do have that risk, that slight to enhanced risk right down the I-35 corridor down toward Austin, and that extends all the way up into portions of the Midwest for today as well, with those severe thunderstorms possible. So if you had some travel plans taking you up towards St. Louis, you see Chicago, looking at that slight risk for severe storms there as well. But right where we do have that enhanced risk in our area, that's for that hail threat that's increasing across the area today. So we're talking about hail that maybe could be 2 to 3 inches in diameter in some places. That's approaching baseball size, perhaps, a little bit later on today. So here's what it looks like traveling. Austin, San Antonio, looking at those upper 90s to around 100, maybe hitting the triple digits for San Antonio later today, getting out over the Arklatex region, heading out toward Little Rock. Can't rule out some thunderstorms there. Out over the Texarkana there, looking at around 94 and those mid to upper 80s. Looks like the storms will probably be just east of Oklahoma City here for today, but still use some caution if you're hitting the roads and maybe flying a little bit later on today. But here at home, here's how things may shape up as we head into the afternoon hours. Those isolated thunderstorms cranking up around 4 or 5 o'clock here this afternoon. They will begin to move east. Again, not everyone seeing severe weather as we go through the day or storms. Coverage only about 30% at best, I think, as we go through the day today. Those will start to taper off, though, winding down as we head toward this evening, heading toward midnight tonight, but still some isolated to scattered activity around as we head toward 9, 10 o'clock tonight. But notice after midnight, we will start to see the storms moving on out. So it should be quiet overnight, and then potentially another round of storms for tomorrow. So there's that enhanced risk that we just showed you, moving right through I-35 down through the Metroplex. So anywhere you go a little bit later today in this enhanced risk area, we will have that risk for those severe storms, with the large to very large hail being the main concerns, along with the damaging wind threat as well for this afternoon. All right, as we head into tomorrow, still a low wind chance for some thunderstorms on tomorrow as well. Coverage again will be low, only about 20%. So most of us won't see the storms, but those of us who do will have that potential for severe weather once again. Those quickly move off to the east during the evening hours. And again, things will quiet down after midnight tonight, but we have that marginal risk. So it's going to be lower with the risk of storms, a little bit higher with that slight risk up along the Red River for those storms for tomorrow, with again the large hail and damaging winds being the main threat on Saturday as well. Now the temperatures today will be in the low and mid 90s, but it is going to be steamy for the weekend. That heat index today and tomorrow going to be up over 100, maybe approaching 103. And as we look at that weekend forecast, we're going to be around 92 to 93 with the temperatures today and tomorrow. You see that 30% coverage with the showers and storms, less so with the rain chances on Saturday afternoon and evening, and then a very steamy 96. Those southwest winds may not feel quite as oppressive on Sunday, but those temperatures are going to be a few degrees hotter. So we'll be up around 96, maybe 97 for that high, and then looking at 91 on Memorial Day. So we'll start to see the temperatures coming down a little bit, and eventually the drier air does move in Monday night going into Tuesday. So we'll dip down into the upper 60s, those highs in the upper 80s. So we'll catch a break from the 90s. It looks like for a few days as we get into next week. We'll have slight chances for some storms returning as we head toward the middle of next week, maybe going toward the weekend. Next weekend, we'll have those highs back into the lower 90s and a slight chance for a few showers and storms.